Now yesterday the S&P 500 finished the day up over 1.3%, which then took back the S&P 500 over 4,000. This is something that obviously, yeah, I would have thought we would get to see it coming back over 4,000 anytime soon, which is exactly what we saw yesterday. But the rally that of course we've been seeing, because on the Nasdaq also closed up over 1.5%, the Dow closed at almost 1%. So this means that most stocks yesterday finished the day on a green, which is something that obviously in the short term it is sort of like confusing people to say, hey, what's going on? We have got the banking crisis, we have got the issue with inflation in the US, but yet stocks are surging. What is the meaning of this? This is causing a lot of confusion. And over and above that, personally, 2 days ago I think I bought SunPower after it had hit a 52-week low, and boy, I must say, yesterday when the market opened, I was up over 8%, and by the time the market closed, as seen on the screen, you notice that on this stock I finished the day up over 7%. So this recovery that we've been seeing in the market, or in the US market, it makes me wonder of what is it that we can expect to see today. Because, ladies and gents, most of you know that today the Fed is expected to announce their, of course, interest rate decisions, which obviously analysts are expecting them to report or to increase interest rates by 25 basis points, which most of you already know that if it gets to be more than that, or even if, personally I believe that even if we get to see the Federal Reserve increasing by 25 basis points, that might be a bearish or create a bearish scenario for the market. Whereas if we see the Federal Reserve increasing interest rates by either lower than what analysts expected, or does not or do not increase interest rates at all, then that will create a more bullish sentiment for stocks, which is something that I believe it's supposed to be good, right? We could easily see the S&P 500 continue surging, of course, above the 4,000. So, ladies and gents, like I said yesterday, yeah, though we saw a huge number of stocks surging, today we really want to see what will happen in the market. Yeah, I'm looking forward to today. I want to see what the Fed is gonna do, because whatever they do today, it can either make or break the markets. But before we dig deep into this video, know that this video is an entertainment video and not a professional financial advice video. Now, I really appreciate if you can just hit the likes button if you do, or if you are enjoying the content that I'm giving you about what is it that we can expect today in the markets. So on this channel, we are all about the stock market. Any kind of news that affect or has an impact in the stock market, we discuss on this channel. So if you are all about the stock market, investing, buying shares or stocks, then please consider hitting that likes button and subscribe as if you have not subscribed to the channel already. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click the notification bell, so that at least to get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. So yes, yesterday, without wasting any more of your time, we saw, of course, stocks surging, most stocks surging. I mean, like I said, 2 days ago I bought a stock by the name of SunPower, which most of you already know what they do, and this comes after it had hit a 52-week low, which then of course to me made sense for me to maybe start buying that stock. And most of you that have been following for some time will know that in January, this is a stock that obviously I had, and of course I think early February, after their Q4 earnings, they recover so well, I ended up selling my holdings. And those of you that follow me on social media, you'll know that I showed you sneak peeks here and there of what is it that I did about my SunPower holdings. Now, just like I said 2 days ago, after I saw this stock hitting a new 52-week low, I saw myself jumping in the stock again. And this is a stock that if we are to see this stock to plummet further towards the 52-week low, or go over the 52-week low, which I bought it around, I'm definitely going to consider maybe adding more onto the stock, or onto this stock. Same goes to the other stocks that I own, or other stocks that I'm eyeing, because ladies and gents, there are quite a number of stocks which, should it happen that the S&P 500 heads towards its 52-week low, and most stocks are also trading at their 52-week lows, I'm definitely adding quite a number of stocks in my portfolio. So that's what I'll be looking at, which obviously it will depend on how the Federal Reserve decides on the interest rates, which are of course supposed to be announced today. So yes, I know that obviously we saw huge gains. I mean, Nvidia continues to surge, which is another stock that obviously I used to own, but I don't own that stock. I sold it, a couple of months ago after I had seen some huge gains. I regret a bit maybe why I sold it earlier, because I could have been sitting with some huge gains on this Nvidia stock. So yeah, but nonetheless, I personally believe that we are still going to get an opportunity to buy stocks, because like I said, the economy in the US is still sort of like in a bad shape. I mean, the issues with banks, of course, and the issue with obviously inflation is still high in the US. Banks are still encountering, of course, issues, which obviously with the banks one, we know that that might be the thing that triggers maybe the Federal Reserve to be not as aggressive as they wanted, maybe when it comes to raising interest rates, because raising interest rate is killing most US banks, which is what we've been seeing with SBV and other banks, ladies and gents. So, but on the other side, inflation is still very high, and what we heard previously from the Federal Reserve was that they were going to do whatever it takes to get inflation to 2%, because their target is 2%. So they want to see themselves with an inflation of 2%. And looking at the fact that inflation is still around 6% in the US, it is something that, yeah, it is making people to be even more confused of what is it that we can expect to see on today's interest rate decision. So I'm hoping, yeah, for the best, but I'm prepared for whatever can happen, because if we get to see stocks crashing after maybe they rise interest rates by either 25 basis points or more, then it creates opportunities for investors to go and buy stocks at good prices. Whereas if we get to see the Federal Reserve increasing interest rates by lower than what's expected, or even not increase at all, then ladies and gents, we are going to see, of course, stocks continuing probably surging in terms of the share price. So yeah, I'll be ready for anything, whatever comes. But if we get to see obviously stocks continuing to surge, I won't be buying stocks, because yeah, I personally believe that yeah, we are definitely going to see stocks, of course, in the near future, maybe sort of like retracing back maybe towards the 52-week lows. And reason being, of course, the current economic conditions. Inflation is still high, and which is a serious concern, or which is something that, of course, the Federal Reserve indicated that they are really going to focus to make sure that it goes down, which is one thing that makes me then to think that obviously we might see, or easily see, the Federal Reserve continue increasing interest rates for the year 2023 to try to curb this inflation. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just give you this quick updates. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell, so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And before you load the boat on any stock, it is always advisable that you do your own due diligence, so that at least you can be comfortable when you are investing in the stock market, because most of you already know that the content that us YouTubers give you here on YouTube is not really professional financial advice. If you seek professional financial advice, you still need to go and consult professional financial advisors. Nonetheless, it is still advisable for you to go and do your own due diligence, so that you can be comfortable when you are investing into the stock market. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in the stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.